Hello, good afternoon. Yes, we're back for another week of live bingo. I'm Greg Scott. How was your weekend? Oh, good. Mine? Not so good. Not so good. Bad back. Bad back, and not for any joyful reasons. No, muscle spasm. So if I suddenly go in the middle of the show, you know why? Not nice. But I will try my best to put that to one side of my brain. Not that I ever use more than one side of my brain. And during the course of the next hour, we will bring you some terrific games of bingo. We've probably got 8 or 9 if we can squeeze them in. We've got the shoehorn standing by to do just that. Television over the weekend. Some great telly there was, some of it very enjoyable. I have to say, in all honesty, I'm not particularly fussed on I'm a Celebrity and their treatment of live animals. My serious statement for today. But I'll tell you the biggest letdown. I'll tell you the biggest letdown of the weekend. That £1 million item on the Antiques Roadshow. What a load of old nonsense. Oh yeah, it's owned by the council. It's not an antique. I thought it was some old lady found something in an attic. Oh, they are. It's worth £1 million. Would have been delighted. Council own it. Brilliant. And they're probably going to get the money from it and put it in an Icelandic bank or something. Terrific. But no, that was very disappointing. It was like the Antiques Roadshow turning up at Windsor and the Queen turning up saying, oh, look what I've got. I've got this crown. Ridiculous. In 40 seconds. In the meantime, though, back to the quiz we go. It's time for round 2, and you have the choice when you play along with us of being known as by your own name or being known by your username. This gentleman wishes to be known by his username. We are talking to Mr. Runny Babbitt. Hello, Mr. Runny Babbitt. Do we have Mr. Runny Babbitt on the line?
Hello?
Hello! Are you there?
I am, yes. Are you?
Let me check.
You're very faint.
Well, yes, but I make a lot of women faint, you see, because I am an incredibly beautiful man. Can you hear me now?
Not well. Now you're shouting, yes.
Good. Well, I'll keep
that's
shouting
a bit
like
better.
this then. Hello to you. We don't have a lot of time, so to choose a question, would you please say number 1, 2, or 4?
I'll go for 4, please.
Number 4. Am I loud enough for you?
Yes.
The questions are to do with TV comedy shows. How does that grab you?
As long as they're old ones, yes.
Old ones, yes. Which sitcom starred Sue Pollard as Peggy in the early 80s?
Oh, that holiday camp thing.
Quick!
I can't remember what it's called.
Your holiday camp thing, I'll accept.
Right.
And you've won £50.
Was it Maplin's or something?
I'll give you it. Heidi High it was.
Heidi High, that's it.
£50. You've won. Well done. Here's the next game of bingo. Gotta share this with you. I mean, we've been talking television a little bit earlier on about the Antiques Roadshow. £1 million item. What was all that about? But, why did my voice go all high then? But there's a guy called Charlie Brooker, and he reviews television in The Guardian. He's also got a fantastic TV series called Screen Wipe, which starts a new series tomorrow night on BBC 4. And he's done this review in The Guardian today of The X Factor. I've got to share this with you. He says, how many more series do you reckon before The X Factor ditches the whole singing thing and concentrates just on the storylines? Alexandra or Diana, assuming she recovers, should win. The former because she's got the best voice. The latter, I've got to say before I carry on with this, I'm not a Diana fan. I'm not. And I know I'm going to upset some people because I know she has her fans, but I do think Alexandra is the best. But about Diana, he says she should win because she's got the most interesting voice. Sometimes she lets out curious little peeps and whistles when she sings, doesn't she just? As though she's accompanied by a baby bird randomly blowing air across the top of an empty milk bottle. Either that, or there's something seriously wrong with my television. We'll know for sure when the priest gets here. But Charlie Brooker, he's absolutely great. As I say, his new show starts tomorrow night on BBC 4, and I don't know why I'm plugging him when I've got other things to plug, like the fact that I've got a chest of drawers for sale on eBay. All right, well, I believe that the gremlins that have been plaguing us for the early part of the show are now sorted out, and we can now go back to that first game with Gemma. Here she comes right now. First number, Gem, please.
40, 40, 40. 22, all the twos, 22. 68, 6 and 8, 68. 42, 4 and 2, 40.
30 seconds before our next game of bingo. Did you see I'm a Celebrity last night? The big question is, of course, why is somebody going, "Whoa!" Why is that so funny? For years on television, I've been trying jokes, I've been trying silly stunts, bits of slapstick to make people laugh. All I need to do is sit here and go, "Whoa!" 12 million viewers, marvellous. Let's have another game of bingo. Stand by, everybody. Here we go with your first number.
77, all the sevens, 77.
So, some X Factor news. You've got to feel sorry, haven't you? I know that not many people liked him, but you've got to feel sorry for poor little Daniel. Haven't you? Oh, he's not little. Sorry, that's what confused you. But the thing is, Daniel, he did well, didn't he? Get into the final 7. Didn't he? And the thing that really confused me, when they said to him on Saturday night, let's have a look at your best bits, and they took you right back to the audition stages. What colour was his hair then? It was a sort of it was dark, but it was highlighted. You know how people, when they get to their 40s, do. And then, as he went through, it became a funny colour, didn't it? It became a funny colour. And now, it's sort of like, can you imagine him in the hairdressers? What colour would you like it? Oh, I'll have it... You see that plant pot up there? Yeah. UK, but in the news, just to wrap things up, I've got to share this with you. After all the shenanigans on I'm a Celebrity last night, a man has won the Shepherd's Schmozzle contest in New Zealand after biting into a bull's testicle. I hope it was off the bull to start with. Josh Masters saw off the competition in the annual Hunterville event, in which participants had to carry the raw gland in their mouths for 50 metres. Competitors then had to drink a raw egg and eat some dry Weetabix before washing it all down with a can of beer. I don't know about you, but I think that's disgusting. Dry Weetabix. Ugh. Then back to the bingo in just a moment, but it is time for the first round of the quiz. Quiz sound effect. Lovely. Hello to Glenn. Glenn, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Glenn. Are you having a mighty fine Wednesday?
I certainly am.
Good man. Where are you calling from?
Potter's Bar.
Potter's Bar in Hertfordshire.
Correct.
You're about 30 miles from where I am right now.
Oh dear. I hope that's not too bad.
Are you saying you'd like to be further away or closer?
Closer.
I'll give you a firm handshake and nothing more. More now on the John Sargent business. In case you haven't heard, this will come as a bit of a shock, but John Sargent has quit Strictly Come Dancing. In a statement, he has said, "The trouble is that there is now a real danger that I might win the competition. Even for me, that would be a joke too far. I can now go back to my other job of being a Joe Brand lookalike." Which of course isn't true. And also in the news today, Richard Madeley has revealed his vasectomy hell, saying that he can remember the chronic pain that he endured 2 years ago. Where would you do the cut on Richard Madeley with a vasectomy? About there, wouldn't it? Bingo, let's play it.
69, 6 and 9.
What was I going to tell? I was going to tell you something interesting. Forgotten what it was. Must have been a lie. Oh yeah, they were talking the other night, weren't they, about on I'm a Celebrity, about the names that they've got for their, their. Yeah. And I have one for mine, but I'm not going to mention it on the telly. But it is on my Facebook, and that's all I'll say about that. We'll move on. Let's play bingo.
65, 6 and 5, 6.
You can text Greg plus your name and number to 87 treble.